What's going on, people? Papa D here with my neighbor, good friend, brother Mark, on our way to Hometown Vapor in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Great bunch of guys over there, and the makers of the Cereal City Vape line, Perfect Circle, Milk and Berry, Silly Rabbit. They got a whole lineup. Anyways, I'm gonna see if I can get over there. They don't know that I'm gonna bring this camera with me, and see if I can get a little interview on camera with them. But I'll be back in a little bit, so check y'all later. Hey y'all, Papa D here. We just drove up to Hometown Vapor, so here it is as we walk in. I even got my own door service.
Hey! What's going on, man?
Say hi to the camera.
Welcome to Hometown Vapor. For all your dreams come true.
Hey y'all, Papa D here, down here in Kalamazoo, Michigan at Hometown Vapor. I have Matt, the owner. Never mind, I ain't even going to try to say his last name. And Dave, the head mix master genius guy. Anyways, I'm going to ask him a couple of questions so y'all can see who makes the Cereal City Vape line and some other great in-house flavors. And we'll start off with Matt. There's Matt. So, how did you get into the vape industry?
Well, try to make a long story short, I guess. Late 2012, I started vaping. I was able to put down a 2-pack a day cigarette habit.
Good job.
And very quickly, as I'm going to school for business, I started researching the industry. I seen actually one day that off of Wells Fargo site that they predicted that in 10 years for the revenue off e-cigarettes and e-liquid to surpass tobacco sales. So that kind of hit home. And I love the fact that I was able to quit smoking. I tried for many years, put down the cigarette habit, could not do it. Bought my first starter kit, smoked 3 cigarettes in the first 4 days, and haven't had a cigarette now. It's been right around 3 years. So it was amazing. As I started to talk to the public, the people around, I seen that there was a need here in Kalamazoo for some better flavors, for some excellent customer service, and kind of went on from there. I truly believe God puts people in my life that I need. Introduced me to a couple people, and which was one of them was Dave here early on. So it all started from there. Hometown Vapor got started. I bought a couple starter kits, Ego starter kits, bought 4 or 5 of them to be exact. Sold them, bought a few more, sold them. I met Dave. We started making some flavors. The very first flavor we sold was a gummy bear e-liquid. It was the very first day I got our flavors in. Mixed it, brought it up to a couple people at the nearest actually station it's like a supermarket I went to frequently. They tested it, they wanted to buy them, and it's been up and running from there.
Wow.
Over a little over a year and a half, I was working full time, going to school part time, mixing e-liquid at my house, and delivering my product around town. The demand for Hometown Vapor, the customer service, and the flavor grew at a very rapid pace. Saved every penny I made, and about a year and a half later I was able to open up this brick and mortar.
So It's a great story you got here, man. It really is.
Yeah.
And you guys came up with Cereal City Vapes, which is becoming nationally known.
It is growing at a very fast pace around the country as we speak.
And that all came from Dave?
Dave is the creator.
Me and Tony and Mark were kind of talking about ideas for running a premium line, and I knew my cereal vapes were pretty complex. All of them are well over 10 ingredients, you know, so I figured what it was going to cost to make those, and the way we could do it was drop a premium line. And we ran a few beta tests, and people were just loving it. So we got, was it December, I think, we decided we were going to get the LLC for it, and then we took it to Grand Rapids.
Just this last December?
Yeah, that was in December of 2014. And in January we took it to the Grand Rapids Vapor Expo, and word got out fast.
Oh man,
we got slammed.
Yeah, like overnight, you guys were, nobody heard of you, and then Mark and I went to the Grand Rapids Vape Fest, and everybody were carrying around these like little bottles, and I tried one and I went, wow.
Yeah.
And you guys like literally overnight just appeared.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it took off. We weren't sure, you know, we've been doing this for a year, but we knew those were definitely a premium line, and we knew they were good. And so we hurried up and dropped those 4 to get to that expo, fine-tuned the recipes a little bit, and then I started working on Perfect Circle right after that to go to the Fort Wayne.
My personal favorite.
And that one, I went through, I actually worked on a Fruit Loops flavor. It wasn't like every other Fruit Loops flavor. Worked on it from day one of me ever mixing. I started mixing in 2011 or 12.
Yeah, I remember you saying something about like damn near 3 years.
Yeah, I started, you know, I was like, oh, that's the, because I'm thinking of the original Fruit Loops back, you know, when I was...
When you were a kid.
Cherry and raspberry and you know, citrus, orange and lime, and you know, I'm just... I finally, like, you know, trying to mix all those together, it wasn't turning out, and it was my 13th recipe, my 12th recipe, actually. My 13th if I count Loopy Fruit, which is on our original line, it's just the fruit. The 13th recipe, I finally hit it. Just amazing. And, feedback on that, and, well, it seems to be people like what they like. People that like the cinnamon ones love the cinnamon ones. People that like the Silly Rabbit love the Fruit Loops. And Milk and Berry has its own little fan base, so it's kind of neat, and we got a lot more to come with this. I've got a whole lot more. And
that was going to be my next and final question. Is there anything up and coming that you guys want to tease or let anybody know about?
The biggest, what I'm doing is I'm trying to get kind of the fan base to like people on the Facebook page. I'm trying to get their feedback, and so far, people are asking for a French toast crunch, Reese's crunch, and I've got a couple of like unique ideas that I don't want to share yet because I'm working on them still. But cereals that don't exist, I want to try a couple of those, and I want to actually, I really want to release the second version of Cinnapple Hoops because that one I feel was rushed, and it's the only one that doesn't have a milk base to it. And I have a version 2 of that, so I'm trying to figure out how to do that because I don't want to take Cinnapple Hoops out of the picture because a lot of people love it and some people hate it. You know, it's one of those love or hate baits. But the second version, from the feedback I've got on the people that have tested it, they really love it. So I think we'll probably be dropping something every couple months. I think that's the...
Yeah, you guys are up and coming really fast, man, like wildfire. Anything you want to throw out there?
No, just like to thank everybody. You know, we're very appreciative for all the support. Our main goal is to give a customer service that is unheard of at a price that won't hurt the pocketbook. We believe that everybody should have the opportunity to be able to vape the quality of flavors that we've all been able here at Hometown Vapor to experience. So, and like I said, we're growing at a very rapid pace. We're in construction of a Class 4 clean room that will be up and running So we're looking at big things, man, for sure.
Very cool. Well, I appreciate you guys taking the time out of your busy days and making these God-sent beautiful flavors to all of us here in America. And thanks.
Thank you.